Hi guys, I'm Cindy Doyle. I am currently president of Texas Counseling Association. Today I thought I would do a quick video to let you know that we are doing a call for programs for the 2018 Texas Counseling Association Professional Growth Conference, which is going to be in Dallas next year. Every year I hear people talk about, how do these programs get picked? It's heavy on this, light on this. I wish there were topics about this. Why isn't there information about this? And that's because we rely on you, our members, to create this conference for us. So we ask all of you to submit programs to be considered and then chosen for the conference. And so today I want to encourage you to submit a program for proposal, and I want to give you like the play-by-play of how to fill this form out so you can maybe have a better chance at getting selected as a quality proposal. We actually have hundreds of programs that get submitted, and then they are reviewed by several members that make up a committee, and they use a matrix to decide the quality of the programs. And the programs are split up. Nobody's names are on the programs, and so they are judged based upon the merit of the proposal. So I will tell you some of the errors that we see, so maybe you can not make that when you put it in. I'm also going to encourage everybody, like if you have any desire to do a presentation, put in a proposal. Many times there are people that think, oh, I don't know what I really have to say, but you would be surprised. There's so many people that want to know what you have to say. And so if you even think that you might want to do it, put it in. Just do it. Oddly enough, when I was a young member, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I was like, oh, I put programs in and I would talk and it was no big deal. But then like as I went on in my career, I thought, oh my gosh, there's all these smart people in TCA. Who am I to do a presentation? And the thing is that everybody has value. We are all smart people and we all pick areas of expertise. And so there is somebody who wants to know about your area of expertise. So I'm going to encourage you to submit a proposal. What I'm going to do right now is share my screen with you. The first thing you're going to need to do is to go to Texas TCA.org. I'm going to back up here, which is our Texas Counseling Association website. And so you go to TCA. You're going to need to be logged in as a member. So if you're not a member, now's a great time to join. Totally reasonably priced. We are an incredible organization. So what you'll do is you'll log in, and then as you scroll down, you can see the upcoming events, which is the 2018 Professional Growth Conference, and the call for programs is open. So you'll click on that, and it'll take you to the screen where it has enter paper or view submitted papers. If I had already submitted one, it would be here, but we're going to go to enter paper. Keep in mind, look at this due date. The due date is April 13th. We start early with this, so that's why I'm letting y'all know, submit a proposal now. Many people don't think about submitting a proposal until after the conference is already like highly publicized, and by then the proposals have already been picked. So make sure that you're planning ahead. If there's a conference that you want to submit to, you need to look when they're wanting the proposal submitted. So ours have to be submitted by April 13th. So we're going to enter a paper, and I'm going to walk through this with you. And this just pops up saying that we have a 1 hour time limit to get this done. When you go through this, you may want to spend some time putting it together ahead of time. So when you get to the screen, you can just put it in and just kind of cut and paste it. Hopefully I can still do that. Yeah, I have something popped up here, so I'm going to put mine in. Probably not submit it, but I'll show you what we're doing. Maybe I will submit it. maybe later. You'll have to watch for it. So call for programs. It has my name here. If you're going to add a presenter, this is where you would add it. Now, your presenter also has to be a member of TCA. So let me just, for giggles and grins, I have a presenter here. And so I'm going to add, just for giggles and grins, let me add Jody Elder, who is one of my friends, and she is also a Daring Way facilitator like myself. And so if I wanted to add her, I'd put her name in there, and then I would select her here and put add person, and then select. And then her name pops up there. And so all of the information is in there. You don't have to put, her licenses or anything. If you're going to do this with somebody else, whoever is entering the proposal in is going to be that main point of contact. So just know that if you don't want to be the main point of contact, then get your buddy to do it. Here we're going to enter the title of the session. So I have one here that I had already done. Let me see if I can, Courage After the Fall. Okay, so I had called this one Courage After the Fall. And so you're going to put in a pretty catchy title. You want to put in a title that's going to attract somebody. This title is going to be in the program book and or on the program app. So you want to make something that's going to be like something that's like, what the heck is that? And people will want to like have some curiosity about what that program might be. So it's always fun to put kind of a catchy title. And then you're going to put your degree. I have not an EDD, I have an MED, and then my license, which is an LPCS. And then the preferred session format is going to be based upon the type of program you want to have. So TCA has several different programs that you can submit. The most common one is the 90-minute workshop. And those are our common breakouts that we have. So on Thursday and Friday, we have all the breakout sessions, and those are the 90-minute workshops. So those are most common. But also on Thursday and Friday, we have 3-hour workshops. And so if you want to do a 3-hour workshop, you can also propose to do that. If you want to do a pre-conference or post-conference workshop, you probably want to check in about that. That is going to be, I think they're like either a half-day or whole-day workshops prior to the conference or after the conference. There's usually extra fees for the individuals to attend those, and I believe there's some kind of a financial split. Don't quote me on that. So anyway, I'm going to put in a 90-minute workshop. Are you willing to present a session more than once? Well, yes. That rarely happens, but sure, what the heck. May we publish your email? Well, yeah, my email's everywhere anyway, and may we record your session? Yeah, if they want to record my session, I'm okay with that. But if you don't want them to record your session, that's okay too. That's not a requirement. You can also see that these 2 questions are optional. But the recording of the session, you can put yes or no. That's a choice. And then check what dates you're available. I'm going to say I'm available the 15th and 16th. The next thing you're going to do is the program summary. Now, the program summary, you want to take some time to write this so that it is attractive to somebody else. Once again, this is going to be in the program book or on the program app, so you're going to have this read. So you want to take some time to really write this in a way that if somebody is trying to determine which programs they are going to attend, that they might want to attend your program. So I'm going to go real quick here. I've already written this, so I'm going to copy and paste this. I think I can do this. And I'm going to put it in there. So here's mine. I don't think mine's 500 characters because I wrote this for something else. But what I wrote was falls occur in the aspects of our life, including childhood, trauma, school, work, and personal relationships, often leaving impressions of shame. So I wrote what I was going to talk about in this presentation. I was talking about resilience and our ability to bounce back, and I'm incorporating some trauma, but also Brene Brown and some other things that I might want to do there. So that was the program summary that I came up with. So take some time to write that and really, sometimes people do a first draft and really our second or third draft of this might be better. You are more powerful because you can kind of find the words that you really want to communicate in order to capture somebody's attention. I'm not going to put in any educational content, but then these are the tricky ones, learning objectives. So the learning objectives need to be more than just they're going to learn blah, blah, blah. But we all have master's degrees, so let's amp it up just a little bit. Dean Aslania, who is our secretary and also a friend of mine, gave me this great PDF, which is called Critical Thinking Skills. And I found it online, he found it online. But when you are coming up with those learning objectives, it's helpful to have some words to bounce off from. So I might think of like list, discuss, and those are good. But maybe they want to apply. They want be able to demonstrate something. They're going to solve something. They're going to analyze, compare. So using those higher level critical thinking skills is a great way to boost up your proposal. So I have created some learning objectives based upon this presentation that I did. So the first one I have is recognize the central role that relationships and story play in decisions and resilience. So I'm going to copy that one and then paste it in here. And then other ones, I'll just let you read what I put. Other ones that I did, I said, apply the concept of curiosity to having successful resilience. Apply the concept of braving to resilience. And the last one I have is analyze components of a fall to assist clients in emotional gridlock. So it might also be other ones that I had in here, apply concept of story and braving to increase the amount of time needed for recovery after increase the amount of time needed. It should be decrease the amount of time needed after recovery of events. Develop a plan to assist individuals to move through factors of impacting resiliency. So you see, like, using those words helps to bounce off, kind of create a more impactful learning objective, which is really what the committee is looking, analyzing, if you will. Look at me using a more advanced word. So the minimum is 3, but you can put in up to 5. Finally, what you want to do is you want to have a primary topic and a secondary topic. Really think about who's your primary audience for this. It's really easy to just pick a category and not think about who this is really targeting. For me, I might say I think this was probably more grief, crisis, and trauma. It could totally fall under something else like private practice or professional issues if I wanted to, but really it could fall under community and clinical counseling. But I think really the most appropriate topic, the primary, would be grief, crisis, and trauma, because I'm talking about resilience and the ability to bounce back. Then I'm going to select a secondary topic. And you can or you don't have to, but I might select, I don't know. I don't think it's really professional issues. So my secondary topic might be, I don't know, couples and family counseling, because to me, I can really work with this concept of resilience with couples, maybe tailor it, include some things about recovering from affairs. That might be something to include as well. So that might be something I want to include. If this is an ethical presentation, you need to refer to your ethical codes because it will go through a secondary check for ethics. TCA is very particular about making sure that all of our ethics presentations meet ethical standards as far as those presentations. And so you need to indicate what codes, and is this a Texas LPC? Because remember, we have to have Texas ethics now if you're an LPC. And so you need to, does it meet Texas LPC, or are you just talking ACA? Or are you talking ASCA as far as school counseling? Also, people, I know, but this word says bibliography, not your biography. You would be surprised how many people put a biography there. So you want to have your bibliography there, which is your resources, right? Or your references. Your references need to be within the past, I think 5 to 7 years is what they're looking for. So they don't want references that are from, 1972. There was a study done. They want something more current. Also, your references need to be professional references, not, The View or Oprah Says, there's some other ones out there that I'm trying to think of. Some of these articles online are not going to be professional resources and references. So make sure that you put them in APA format. And now you can use a cite machine if you want to do that. Whoops. That's not what I want. And so here are my resources. I'm going to copy and just go here and paste them in. You see how easy this is if you type it up ahead of time. And there are my sources, and they're all APA formatted. I would just want to put in a couple of spaces just for readability to make sure they're all there. So that's it. And then you save it, and then you submit it. But hopefully this helps you to understand what we're looking for when we're talking about our presentations. We have some really awesome quality, wonderfully educated, super smart members like you, and you have things to share, and we want you to share those. So please consider putting in a proposal for the 2018 Professional Growth Conference. If you've never done it before, be a counselor of courage and take the risk and do it. I hope you do. I hope to see you at the conference. By the way, early registration is going on right now. It is the best time to register. Tell me this conference is awesome for the price that you're paying. So keep that in mind. And until next time, take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.